You'd almost think those peckers like getting cooked.
Oh yeah, because I did a little trial thing. Oh god, I can't do this one. I forgot. I'm so bad. When I didn't finish that one. Fuel generation or flame spread wider? I mean, this would probably help. And I have a bunch of money.
At least it won't get cold round here with that thing around.
1 damage per flame or a lasting burn.
On the
4
inside,
damage.
a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin.
Run cooler but burn just as hot, improving fuel efficiency. Okay.
Without an insulated air intake, that thing's liable to blow up on you.
Oh, cool. Alright, I need to get something to level 3, so I guess that works out. Harness the forge, yep.
The
2000,
inspiration,
easy.
a
Defeat
forge
20
can
foes in one
fashion
continuous
anything.
attack without taking damage.
The cinders
Nice.
kept the city good and warm, made it thrive.
Alright, let's try this real quick. Using control burst for best results. Sounds like a lie. Alright, this seems worse than ever before. Like, it seems like it's the worst I've ever done. Hello? 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 I'm just gonna restart. Because that just felt horrible. Come on. We can do this easy. Alright, yeah. That was like 7 seconds better. Yes. Attack them, please. Please. And I need this to be huge. Second place. Oh. If I just stop attacking, they come to me. So, like, they're afraid of the fire, so as long as I don't, like, try to kill them, they'll come back to attack. Okay, we learning. We learning. Wait. I cheated. It's not the same if you cheat. And now we wait. Now we wait. Okay, that was like worse than the last time. If I do that, and then I let them gather again. Come on, gather. Alright, that sucked. Third prize, worse than all the other attempts. Alright. Maybe we're not learning. Alright, come on, gather again. Blast him! Blast him. Yeah, like, that all feels worse. There's got to be some way to manipulate their AI to, like, get them to attack me more. And I just don't know what it is. Like, that was good, but I didn't get all of them. And then now, I want all 3. But, like, they're not grouping up. Get a big group, and try to gather them again. That was pretty good. Gather. 2 seconds left. Just keep burning. 66. I need 72. Maybe I need the... Maybe the burn is better. Like the one that makes it damage over time. Oh, bird. Come on. Oh, that just takes me to the front. Oh, because it's not this skyway. Oh, I'm so dumb. I've been running back like an idiot every time. Alright, let's see. Flame spread wider or more generation. A lasting burn or +1 damage. Let's try the lasting burn. Reduce their mobility. Let's try that. Let's try it nerfing them. Cripple them so I can chase them down to burn them more efficiently. So I can get a skill for a weapon that I'm never going to use. I'm a terrible person. Lasting burn, cripple him, lasting burn, cripple him. Alright, 23 I think is the best we've ever had. It's bad. Alright. Oh, come on. Not like this. 2 away. 1 away. Oh my god. Just a little bit of fuel generation. So I just need to be better at, like, hitting with the fuel that I have. Yeah, I just need to, like, tip. Boom. I need to, like, tap it, because if I hold it, he has turning speed, whereas if I, like, roll and tap it, get rid of that turning speed. Oh my god. Alright. Kill you, asshole. That was huge. That was a huge opening. This one's not looking so good. Alright. Looking bad. Oh my god. Like, there's no way that you can get that fucking 3 times in a row with 1 left. Like, there's no way this isn't rigged. Hello? It hurt the man! Oh my god. Alright.
Wasn't any other way to teach those peckers some respect.
Jesus Christ.
Who knows why we fought so hard to defend our own trash?
Because it's our trash. What does this even do? Bullets are ricochet, penetration. Neither of those help me. Yeah, those are the best upgrades I can do for the pistol. We'll give it like 1 or 2 tries. Yeah, tap it rapidly to shoot faster. I'm literally old man capped for this trial. It's all about my reaction time. And I'm old. Yeah, see, like, those are both 60s and I need them to be 70s. See, I need a 70 for this last one. I'm gonna get a 60 something.
I gotta say,
oh my
he's
god,
the fastest shot I ever seen.
Slinger Storm, another ability I'll never use.
He blew through Slinger range like it was nothing.
Alright, easiest clap of my life. And my main weapons are the something nasty because I'm using Seek Out instead of Ricochet. Because it doesn't matter about the wider spread, so you can just get the huge fire rate instead of trying to make it like sniping. Fast reload, no, I want to blast as many auto-tracing bullets as possible because that's fun, and then this is just poking people for big crits. There's like a throw reload, thrust knocks back so you can throw stuns. So this would be cool to use your pike as a ranged weapon. Like, you basically use it as a replacement breaker's bow, and then you would take, like, a regular weapon. That'd be cool. So you could do, like, hammer spear as your loadout, which would be kind of cool. I still have 2 more weapons still in. What are we using over here? Oh, I'm almost level 5, so I'll get another one soon.
Black rise like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories.
Definitely not doing any of the shrines. Pike vaults. These ones, this guy crashed down. That's really nice that they have the picture there so you can see what it does. Fancy, greasy, burnt, sharp, stringy. Don't need any of those. Yeah, I don't counter enough. That could be good. That could also be good. Because I get hit a lot. Get some health. That's actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, we'll just continue on. Got the Squirtler. Perfect. Oh, we're going down here. To Mount Zand. It is held inside the remains of a holy mountain once filled with flora and fauna.
Not much left of Mount Zand nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break. Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now.
Man, that is just insane. Like, to think about the fact that there's just no more mountains in this world. What's this?
There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go.
The hidden enemies? Damn, I saw him and tried to block it. Wait, don't I just ignore armor with my last one? So can't I just tap them whenever I want? Like I don't have to get behind them anymore?
Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers.
Haven't I had that before? Yeah. I want to hit this plant. Cool.
Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. It's a delicate situation.
Yeah, I can just hit him in the face.
We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own.
That's really cool. Oh, I can just walk around.
They even dragged their children into this.
I thought she was the last one. Okay. Oh god, they do nothing because I have the one that makes it so the leech aid. This one make it? Nice. Just can't even block while you're...
Without a doubt, the situation stinks.
Yep. Oh, I have 5 of these and they do more damage, I forgot. Yeah, now.
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Can't even say so, Russ. Just mind their own business, gotta put them down. Oh, level up, nice. Oh, it's telling me that I got that. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I guess they were the setup for this.
There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
So I would have gone clip clamp. That's really cool, thanks. It does have a power shot. Huh. and gramophone.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
Device that generates music using specially engraved discs. Ceylonia's musical traditions are grounded in folk songs with soulful melodies. Few traces of those traditions remain. I mean, this is cool. Bombardment weapon. Explosive bombs damage a wide area, variable range. After the sails decommissioned their largest fleet, their ships' massive broadside mortars found new purpose in defending of the walls. Didn't block that. Toss it, try to block. Doesn't explode, right? Yeah.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours.
Yeah, look at that. We're the good guys. Yeah, they're like, you should have taken the bombardment. You're gonna have to be able to get there, right?
Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
I thought maybe I could actually like just drop down.
They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have.
Oh, that 10 XP though.
They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
I didn't want to attack the bird if he didn't attack. He was 120 XP. Maybe I did want to attack him. Man! They're really telling me you should have brought the bombardment. You know what? Get him. Get him, dude. Wait, does he heal from doing attacks? My man's is sick.
Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have.
Up we go. Hey, there's the show.
We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square.
But I want to. I can just leave. But I won't. Look at that. That's a bunch of XP.
That's the way.
that's funny. You can put a tree in your way while you're trying to escape.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Kind of worried.
We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
What do you think of this gramophone? Do you know how to use something like this? Thought you might like it.
Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier.
Is it alright if we use this here? It's not like the neighbors are going to complain.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
This is like the best part of every Supergiant Games game. Is that they give you the gramophone, and you can just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play some music from the game here." I don't know what this one is, but let's do it. Oh yeah.
The conscience. We haven't lost everything, as long as we have that.
Yeah, 'cause I got this up here. Oh, I might as well use this one. Nice song. Oh yeah. Now we're jamming.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Sophisticated snaring kit that instantly springs open to immobilize foes in the user's vicinity. Trappers relied on this for hunts and didn't go as planned. You cool?
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Boundless Bay. Skippers in the Ceylandian Armada learn their trade in relative safety here. You can hit info and then go to the bathroom real quick.
Boundless Bay used to be a weapons test and dry dock. Ain't never been this dry, though.
Let us see what this is like. Hopefully this isn't a speed one. This is like a
Ceylandia's Armada
least
was
amount of
over
hits.
the site, and our ship's mortars were unstoppable. At Boundless Bay, our Navy put those mortars through a rigorous inspection. Had to use squirts to simulate explosive impact on the surface of the sea.
Maximize in 5 shots, eh? So they're going, so I want to like... That's a power
Choosing
shot, though.
targets with those mortars was one of the trickiest parts.
Come back, and then they should start coming back. Power shot.
Galleon skippers needed to be patient, needed to fire at just the right times.
I need those guys to come back and hit these guys. I don't think I can cancel, so I'm stuck like this.
Sounds like the kid's mortar's in tip-top shape.
Or more, so I was off by 3. Yeah, so if I got like,
if you got a thing for heavy artillery, then I've got the place for you.
Alright, so I gotta stand back a bit. I want power shot at the cross.
A variety of modifications could be used to enhance the power of a mortar.
Power shot at the cross.
The galleon mortar couldn't squish enough squirts. It was simply replaced.
Boom. Oh, I was a little early on the turn back. Alright. I think now I gotta wait for them to start going and then I'll be okay. Yep. Ah, a little off. Was it 70? Or was it 80? It's probably 80.
You had to be crazy to want to swim in Boundless Bay.
Going as the next group is going. Damn. I want to wait for these guys to turn back. Pretty good. Hoping that those guys are turning back. Damn. Ooh, this one's bad. Let's see what the upgrades are like. Because if there's one that's just like an increased blast radius, then that's just a no-brainer.
Too bad about the Armada, but at least one of those mortars survived.
Yeah, 25% blast radius.
That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression.
And aiming speed.
Taught him an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew.
Yeah. Like a 25% blast radius. Considering I was off by 3 the first time, I feel like that would make the difference. Now the aiming speed is going to be better. Man, that was huge. Okay. I got like almost all of the patrolling packs. Like there's just 5 of them left. I went and power shot it. But like, I already have 80. And I have what, like 2 shots left? Yeah, like I was 2 off from quote-unquote perfect just from those 2 upgrades.
Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it.
Inflict 999 damage with a single shell. I got that without the crit chance too, just the increased radius.
The skippers delivered us from the motherland.
Learn the secret skills.
The service for all the men and women who serve Caelandia.
Damn, I'm rich. There's gotta be one in the quarry. The Burstone Quarry. Once there were many such treasures in this key source of Caelandia's wealth.
The secret to how we built Caelandia so tall and proud lies in Burstone Quarry. Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Caelandia.
The stink eyes are resistant to damage when their eyes are closed. I wonder if my armor pen on my spear counters that.
It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests?
Oh, that guy's just mining. He's my friend.
Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things.
Alright, what do these switches do, though?
But there was even more to it than that.
Okay.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
Oh, don't hurt my friend. Wait, I guess because I rolled into him?
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? It might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
Nope, can't use it. Alright, why is there a random arsehole? Is there a weapons into it?
Of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground.
Okay.
Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend.
Ooh. Just a little too much there.
Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district.
Really seem to do anything for me. I guess it lets me go through there.
The smaller ones, we call them shards. The shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks burst in the quarry is Sir Lunky's head. Big fat rum's plenty tough too. So is a kid. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says.
I feel like I missed something here.
It's him. "I've come to warn you," he says.
Fractured monument. Ask Zolf why he left the Bastion. What happened back there between you and Russ?
The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. "If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you." Because my countrymen will.
Ominous. I feel like I missed half of that level. Like I went the correct way first by accident.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though.
Mercy, defeat the refined number of different species of beasts. That's right. Aura, you're just beasts.
Zolf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl.
Zia's musical instrument. She never went anywhere without it. It seems unthinkable that she would leave it behind unless she had no choice in the matter.
Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help.
Hello, Pecker boy!
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back for the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story.
I mean, I'd like to know the whole story.
What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Now all we need is one last shard. For the mercy, the windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot.
Rate every structure in the Bastion.
The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
Anything we want here? Ooh. I mean, why not? God of impulse and bravery, the morning stallion affects the wishes of all people upon the break of each new day. Lemaine, god of hope and despair, before each battle, soldiers prayed at the Mason King, or that the Mason King grant them high morale. And Yevel, god of health and atrophy. Yeah, read that one, read hence.
Think the gods are gonna help?
Ooh! That hurts.
Hensa.
Oh, Hensa. Akobi, goddess of oath and abandon. No one bound to the chastened maid save for herself. Shackles of her own design.
Lemaine.
Myth.
Javel.
Javel.
Udrig. Messia.
Sia, goddess of loss and longing. The Lorn Mother gave away her heart and bears the star of Caelondia's in its stead.
Garmouth.
Purpose and folly. Despite his lack of senses, the crippled Duke gives counsel to the humble and the wise. Outhouse. Nope, it's occupied. Hey, do you want to get pet now? Nope, he hates you. Alright, we gotta get one last shard apparently.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Near Zendra Gate, Zulf's agents must also want the final shard, knowing it is the key to undoing the harm they caused.
Zendra Gate used to lead down to the terminals. Now it leads up to the stars. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand.
Day 1 morning. Alright. The country. Restore the land piece by piece. Raise the required amount of land pieces.
Zulf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand is living proof of that.
Can't beat auto-tracking bullets, friend. Hello?
At
Day
the heart
2
of the
afternoon.
calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out.
Okay, so this is kind of cool. It's the adventure, but it's such a long adventure that it's time skipping. And the fact that, like, the whole reason to get rid of an entire species of people is for peace.
We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
Okay. So what'd you do, Rock?
We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kids going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of
Pretty sure the hammer would be really good for this, because the hammer has that one ability where you do like a power attack out of block. I mean, might as well use Ceylondia's main weapon against the Auror, right? Alright, away we go.
It came from an a brilliant young scientist named Ven.
See his father.
Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer.
Does he think I don't see him?
With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash.
We'll see. I saw that ship.
Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
Day 3 nighttime, eh? Watching me while I sleep? Let's give him his chance. I'll stay here. You gonna kill a boy in his sleep? Some of you still have honor. Yeah, get clapped. So there's no rest tonight.
This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
Like 5 in the morning. Oh, he's fighting a little pecker. Spear from the back. And he's dodged it? Good job, Pecker.
We're lucky to be alive.
That's something wrong.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own.
Okay, real quick. That's a hand right there, right? Like, that's a hand. That's sort of a hand. That might be a hand. So if that's like the spine, those horns are the head, that's an arm into a hand. Tail, maybe like a scorpion tail type thing.
He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces.
So he made it kill everyone? I can't shoot those, I'm pretty sure I can't go down there. It's kind of brutal how, like, the other enemies that you kill in this game, they kind of disappear, but when you kill an Aura, it's like, you just killed a fucking human being. It's gonna stay there. It's a corpse. It doesn't just disappear because it's a video game. Like, you killed a fucking person.
Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. Day 7 dawn. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
Why can the Bastion fix everything? The exit's right there, the shard's right here. Oh, he blocks. Oh, he took the shard
Too bad
away.
the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
Okay. Forced loss? I see you. I thought I had to count it, but maybe. Maybe it's not a forced loss. Maybe if I do counting him perfectly, I'll be fine. But it seemed like I was doing good.
For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off.
That's fucking brutal. Yeah, I have no choice but to just continue eradicating an entire race of people.
First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia.
The Ur escaped with the final shard, knowing the Bastion will never recover without it.
The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move. But we knew ours already. Sometimes a single look says it all.
Yeah, I like the weapons I have. I feel like I missed the Calamity Arise. At the slightest touch, it feels like bone, only heavier. There's no way they would let you miss a new
There's
weapon.
something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Zoltan's Hollow. Zia detected the Ura launched their assault on the Bastion from this outpost. Zia must be here.
Zoltan's Hollow is the Ura's border blockade. At least it used to be. Well, now it's personal, ain't it?
Oh, there's the gun. Okay, there's the last weapon.
It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. He is straight down to business.
Shoot back.
They never saw him coming.
Calamity Cannon.
He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time.
It seems like it doesn't have a power shot. You can only full launch it, that's why. Okay.
The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow.
This thing claps for sure. Oh, I hurt myself. You destroy my home.
They
I
got their
destroy
own
yours.
security and everything. Pretty fancy, even. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together.
Can I destroy all the conductors down here? Yeah, get fucked. Oh! Look at that. And now there's a crack there. Is that a fountain? Remember at the beginning of the game when there were fountains and you could refresh your heals? No, I guess it's frozen. That's fair.
Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
Even get...
It's not the time to get reckless.
That's fair. I didn't realize the leeching...
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
The leeching drink applied to ranged attacks. Man, that's insane. The Calamity Cannon. An experimental range weapon. Too unwieldy to lock onto targets. Blast. Oh, okay, so that's the thing. You can't lock on, even though I didn't realize that. Blast cause area damage. Mancers not only theorized about the raw forces of the world, they developed blueprints for how to unleash them. I mean... I don't know, man. It is pretty sick.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid.
Oh, man.
Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
We'll upgrade it and then we'll use it.
Kid's done using the Calamity's power for now, but the Ura ain't finished.
Yeah, because it's basically the same, just rapid fire. Plus, I don't need the Calamity to help me kill these guys. Take them all by hand. Oh, okay. I'll off the map here. Fell off the map again. Oh, cheesed it. Wait, am I soft locked?
Kid's picking the whole place apart.
Oh no, you just have to kill these from afar. Okay.
By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Kid returns their greeting tenfold. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. They're easy targets.
Oh.
Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. The Ura keep hanging on to their barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong.
Guess when I killed it the first time.
Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over.
Ah, yeah, so now they tell you this time.
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
I go crazy. Maybe you should trust me. Tell me everything you know. Because right now I can't tell if we're good guys or bad guys.
Zolf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns.
Shoot, it's right in the back.
There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. All those dreams snuffed out in the calamity. We'll bring them back.
A crude but heartfelt illustration. It is inscribed in chalk on a stone surface. Unlike most of the Ura civilization, it survived the calamity more or less intact.
Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time.
You guys are hurt.
Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
But Zia agreed to return to the Bastion.
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
Pardon me, miss, does this belong to you?
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you?
The Calamity took everything from the Ura, didn't it, besides their will to fight?
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Now we have the Calamity cannon there.
The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good.
Something wrong for the Calamity cannon. Rockets cause knockback, or will not launch automatically. That's actually kind of cool.
First step to learning the Calamity cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
20% blast radius. A more powerful generator that provides rockets or produces rockets capable of delivering a wider blast, or better charge up speed. I like that.
Now, who would have taught a kid to do a thing like that?
Faster reload or more damage.
Good thing I didn't throw away the manual.
Let's see, can I buy 2 of these in the shop? Only 1. Faster charge up speed. Or more blast radius.
Take my word for it. Don't ever drop one of those.
So I mean, this could be fun because it's just I choose when they launch, they charge faster, I reload faster, versus 10% damage? Yeah, I'll take reload faster. Man, it's pretty cool. Pike is still good. We could go in there with the hammer.
Long reach and plenty of power. Now that's a scary combination.
Yeah, to focus, defend for a few moments using the shield, then attack. Yeah, so it gives you like a block and then smack, right? You know what? Let's see what the hammer's got. Focus attack is pretty cool, or attack without moving to uppercut with knockback.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that.
50% damage or crit chance. Okay, so then more crit damage, or I could just do...
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. That's a strong spine.
Hacks ignore armor, so it even has the same thing as the pike, where you can just clap the knuckleheads in the face. Or overhead strikes. Attack without moving for an overhead strike, and that stuns them. Not armor.
He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing.
And then Plus 75% damage. It says that stacks with Sledgehead. What does this one? This one doesn't say that it stacks, but the other ones have all specified that they stack. Effects stack with Battlehead and Craftsman Shaft. Yeah. So I guess they want you, like, they want to pigeonhole you into getting crit chance. Because I can either have 100% damage and a 25% crit chance, or I could go no 100 damage, I could go 75 damage, but then have a 35% crit chance and 250% crit damage.
Now the weight of the world behind us every swing.
Because this one doesn't say that it stacks, so you should go with this one. So 25% crit. So 1 in 4. Oh god, I wonder what the math is. I wonder if they made the math perfect. Because it's 1 in 4, and then this is 100% damage. So then a crit would be plus 150% to critical damage. So that would mean it's 2.5 damage. Because 100 plus 150 is 250, right? So a crit would hit for 250. Whereas if we do 35% crit chance, it's 1 in 3. And it would hit for 350% damage. No. It would be 75. So it would be 75% extra, and then a crit would be another 250 on top. Okay, let's assume a hammer hits for 20, right? So that would make it 30. I'm gonna assume it applies to base, so that would make it 100%, which would make it 40 damage. And then if a crit applies to the final damage number, 40 would become 100. And if we do 75 damage, or 75% of 20, it would make it 35. So then 35 times 2 is 70, plus a bit is like 90. Yeah, so this is the better way then. Just 1 in 4. So I don't think I attack enough. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna play the game. Fuck min-maxing. I get caught in it too often. Oh, I actually need to switch the hammer though.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Oh. Well then, let's make sure. All these are done. All these are done. Hey, we might be able to upgrade the Calamity Cannon before the last mission. Okay. The Mancer Observatory. The city's scientific guild used this place to experiment with classified inventions.
Mancer Observatory. Now there's a sneaky place, overlooking the Tassel terminals themselves.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and get some water.
The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Mancer Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about.
I hope this one isn't timed, because I don't know the recharge speed and stuff.
Only trouble was, something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
Back to Bastion. I'm going to change the upgrade.
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
Yeah, that will take me to the sleep realm. Boom. So I don't want this, because I don't know the charge up time, so I could technically be holding it longer than I need to. So sure, we'll do knockback. Yeah.
The Mansers conducted their most secretive research far east of the city.
Oh yeah, I can lock on.
Only trouble was something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
Oh, but yeah, this one can't lock on. Yeah, look at this.
You could cause a lot of collateral damage with it if you ain't careful.
Uh-oh. I'll leave the shot. Hello?
Best stand well clear of that impact. The more crowded it gets, the more trouble you can cause with a single shot.
The one thing I hate is I can never tell whether to trust my cursor or to trust the line.
She's designed to be fine-tuned. You just need the proper parts.
That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the parts by doing this. I'll take that damage because I'll heal it back.
Well, that experiment was a rousing success.
Nice. That would definitely be a lot harder without the insane reload speed and everything that I got in the charge up time.
If only the Mansers could have seen the kid playing around with their favorite toy.
Let's see, what's the last upgrade? Rockets seek out foes. Okay. Intricate series of punch cards used to automatically calculate target trajectories or combustion processes create damage fields. State-of-the-art punch card machine that causes calculated fuel leak on impact. So I guess wherever it hits, you stand and you do more damage.
Looks like a little
rocket.
science project is all set.
God, that costs a lot of money. Holy crap. Well, now we can do the bedroll, try to learn everything before the game's done.
It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened.
Yeah, so now we have the reflections.
Zolf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time.
Yeah, so now I get that. Yeah. Yeah, like this is just so good. Oh, they attacked twice though. Okay.
They met on the worst day of Zolf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away.
Damn.
wasn't the first time Zulf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him. He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tassel terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there. He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zulf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy. When the missionary passed away, Zulf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylondia. Zulf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen, and listen they did. He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people.
Interesting.
However, Zulf felt he could only do so much in the Tassel terminals. He needed Ceylondia to know the Ura had changed. He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land. The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zulf saw the rippling walls on the horizon. He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular. This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zulf. She told him she knew all the city's best-kept secrets.
Man, poison things.
The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zolf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Ceylandian style. He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all.
Lost all my squirts.
He woke up alone underground inside the Ceylandian War Memorial, built like an Uraden. But something was wrong.
That was right after the planet. I hate the hammer.
He emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down. Frozen, air thick with ash. What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes. He found his wife-to-be asleep inside her home, but when he reached out to her, she joined with all the ashes in the sky.
It's like a brutal.
So Zolf returned to where he proposed in the Hanging Gardens, and there he stood, as if the gods would answer him. The kid's gonna be okay. As for that man, who knows?
So we did the pipe and learned about the kid. We did the cooking pot and learned about Zia. We did the bedroll and learned about Zolf. Oh yeah, hit level 6. Yeah, it's probably the best one, just an extra life. Extra life for 10 HP. Take the extra life. Anything you prefer over the extra life? Gains him help by counter-blocking. Turns zealous. It's just a bunch of extra damage. Retaliate when injured. Take less damage. More damage when counter-blocking. Oh no, I feel like I get hit more by like the spikes and things that are like low damage but multiple hits instead of like a big hit where damage reduction would be good. So like this would probably be good. I feel like that would be more fun against the spike things, to just like shoot the spikes back at them while I'm getting hit. Wait. Why was that one up there? Yeah, let's do the stab synth.
Stab synth is like drinking a cool breeze. Just don't go spitting needles everywhere.
Oh, complete something here. Single crushing blow to a foe for at least 70 damage. We had like 291 with that.
We're Masons. We built the city strong. Now there's only 2 of us.
Foe surpassing, defeat 3 foes in a single blast. Okay.
The Mancers. They knew everything, even if it cost them.
Survive a trip to who knows where with 1 shrine activated. Okay. Tenor mofo, tenor more with a single well-placed shot. Oh, yeah, that one, okay. The thrust and finish with a throw. Alright, I definitely don't like the hammer, though, so we are going back to the spear. Let's see, the Calamity Rockets, a devastating technique that overcharges the reactor, generating a flurry of rockets. Unexpected result of an expensive experiment involving natural enemy. Yeah, we got, those. The bomb barrage for the mortar. Overloads the firing tube with several shells that launch simultaneously, as a last-ditch naval maneuver. The Ring of Fire causes an expanding wall of flame to sweep through the vicinity. That's actually pretty sweet. First developed for waste incinerators. Army Carbine, a fast divisive shot aimed at the target's vitals. The Army's triggers use this skill at desperate times to decide battles in their favor. We got the Slinger Storm, a rapid-fire frenzy of countless bullets. This thing has perfected this skill as proof of how quick the trigger fingers were. That ain't me, though. The Stunning Wallop, a crushing attack that stuns any foe unlucky enough to get in the way. The heaviest stonework on the rippling walls needed to be lodged in place with this move. That's kind of cool. Yeah, man, I love having the little squirts help me out. Even though I could, like, blast somebody with 1,000 rockets, it's way cooler to have a little squirt come fight by my side. Good. Got everything. 3-starred all the events. The Tazzle Terminals. Zulf is here. He bides his time within the remains of the Ur's massive underground sprawl.
The Tazzle Terminals. All that's left of the Ur civilization. And the last stop on his little journey.
To enter this area, there's no turning back. Are you ready? Let's go. They fled the Bastion when the Ur attacked to learn the truth about what happened to her people. But then why did she come back?
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
So why did Zia come back?
But he'll be alright. Just needs to get that shard from Zulf and come on home.
Let's clap him with a cannon. Hey, there's no turning back, but I need the money.
The calamity hit the Tazzle Terminals hardest of all. You know why Zulf went back there.
the chain links was so good.
The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the calamity.
Oh, there's a boss. He needs 500.
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Man, just collapse him. Oh. Oh, that's funny. You can fall off and get the stabs in. There's probably a synergy to play the game where, like, you take the thing where you take less fall damage and you do more fall damage, so you fall off and stab some people.
You know what's funny? Well,
Oh, okay. So they teleport to the other side. I was like, where'd the other three go? I knocked the other two, like, off the map. I thought they teleported when we got in.
all of us are waiting for a kid.
Everybody's waiting for the kid.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Wait, do my squirts
Zia,
get the stabs in? Oh
There's
my
another
god.
reason I've been telling you all this.
That is the best thing.
There's something I want you to understand.
Something I need to understand.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
What does that mean? What does it mean to the Bastion?
What happens to Zolf will no longer matter.
To Zolf will no longer matter.
Zealandia will be whole again.
What's the best you got?
Everything will be back to normal.
Y'all still want to fight?
Everyone will be all right.
We'll hit an HP there.
Problem
Where to
is,
go?
we'll all be gone.
Resolve return to the Tassel terminus with the shard to await the fall of the Bastion. So everything's gonna be alright.
But we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
What do you mean it's gonna stop? Speaking of riddles, old man.
Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion.
Things go back to the way they used to
This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story.
be. That's why the shards know the past and everything. Hopscotch. Free drink that makes my roll a jump. Alright, we yumpers now.
You'll be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
What's the button? Wait, that does that? I didn't know middle click did that. Makes sense, I just didn't know it did it. I thought there was a button for the zoom. Oh.
Life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
So it has a record of time and it just resets time?
No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Wait, there's a thing up there. Okay, I was like... Will he attack me while I'm down? Nice.
Does he? Who am I kidding? Look,
Oh god. Jump quest.
there's something else. A confession.
Confession. Cool down on the jump, got it.
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Because you've done it before.
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point.
It's only fair that the kid decides where things get placed because, you know, you're the main character. But Rux is just a different version of you. Because they made a point about the white hair in the beginning of the game and how nobody else has white hair except for the kid and his mom. So Rux isn't your dad, which is the original bait. Rux is you. You is Rux. Or is that another bait? God, good stuff. That's unfortunate.
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
Pull down on the jump. That was just bad.
The answer is... I don't know.
His father, Ben, documented his work for Zelandia's Mancers and High Badger.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
The ice on the edge of the screen? Nice.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
A battering ram.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
I don't even get a shield anymore. This is my shield. plant. Okay. That's a lot of damage.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Can't roll or jump anymore.
Heavy, ain't it?
Yeah. Like the literal weight of the world on my shoulders? Yeah, dude.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
Bastion's auxiliary function was designed to enable a mass evacuation of Ceylondia's people.
You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylondia. Try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he?
Sure.
He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn your kid.
Letting your people die?
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
But it looks like the Ura are still alive. Whether or not Ven warned them, or because Ven turned it against Ceylondia's people, found like the same thing that Ceylondia was trying to do to the Ura and to the Calamity to kill all the Ceylondians. Because there's a lot of Ura still alive. Oh hey Zolf, getting murdered by your own people? What's that like? Abandon Zolf's body and press forward with the battering ram. Zolf's situation is hopeless and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is the safe return of the shard. Or, take Zolf. Abandon the battering ram and pick up Zolf's body instead. Zolf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion, and yet... Pretty sure I did take Zolf last time, but, yeah, nah, see you, dude.
Kid saved Zolf once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't.
So is this the way that you go if you take Zolf? Can I smash him? Can I finish the job?
Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Wait, am I just invulnerable now? I'm just invulnerable? Alright. We go full rage mode. Wait, do I have infinite slamajamas? I'm a literal battering ram. Unstoppable. It looks like I don't have unlimited specials. I'm out of specials. Would have been nice to have a special right about now. Oh, look at that. The game knows. That is sick.
Kids probably dealt with Zolf by now.
Kids don't know I went to the Rippling Walls twice.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
The fate of the Bastion out of his hands, Rux passes the time by telling Zia stories. And so
Hey, kid.
The Bastion.
Get up, kid.
I'm trying, Rux.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up.
Just took on an army. Let me take a nap.
That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
The Calamity of the Tassel terminals were ripped out from underground and cast
Welcome
toward the stars.
to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
Ask about Bastion's restorative power. What will it feel like when Bastion fixes everything?
You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
Evacuation. Ask about the evacuation mode. If you could go anywhere, would you go back or somewhere else?
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore.
Hell rucks about what happened to Zulf. He never learned the whole truth, did he?
Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him.
Marshal's badge. At the end of their careers, marshals used to return their badges to the city.
You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
Checkeredness. Talk about what it took to get to this point. The windbags, the beasts of the wild, the Ura, they fought so hard to stop this moment.
Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
We made it.
Zia has a voice, holy crap. Do you think this is going to work? What do you think I should do, Zia?
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
You could go anywhere you wanted, where would you go?
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
A sealed note tells Zia about what happened to Zulf. His own people turned on him when his plan to destroy the Bastion faltered.
Zulf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
Tell Zia about her people. They were very brave, but there was nothing left for them but their revenge.
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up.
Her harp guitar. Isn't there some moment in your life you wish you could go back to?
Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
God damn it, Zia. This was an easy choice until you came along and had a fucking voice. I'm pretty sure I went with Zia the last time. Because, man, she's convincing. She's like, look, I got these two people. That's literally the entire world that I need. Let's reset. You know, we get a second chance. Or is it just postponing the inevitable? Because you get a second chance, but if you go to the exact same past, won't you end up at the exact same future? Unless you have some sort of knowledge that allows you to alter the new future. But if it's the exact same past, you wouldn't remember it. You wouldn't have the ability to. Initiate Bastion's restoration protocol. Caution, this process will restore to a previous world state and is irreversible. Use only as directed. Initiate Bastion's evacuation protocol. Will cause irreparable damage to the core receptacles, disabling the restorative protocol. This is the correct choice for the first time you play. Because you restore the Bastion, and then if the same things happen again, you learn from your mistakes and you evacuate. So let's restore. Because, you know, the worst case is you get here again and evacuate. I got an achievement.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good.
Issues we can test it.
I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see it in the next one. Ceylondia, we're coming home.
I set myself, fly the window.
Okay, remember that guy you left for dead? Okay, the first one, you happy ones. These games are so good. Like, the combat in this game is rewarding. You actually feel like you have to kind of learn the combat. You can't just like button mash through the game. You have to like learn how each weapon feels, and that really translated well into Hades. Because like the weapons and everything in Hades are fantastic, and they're just kind of like reimaginings of all the weapons from this game. And it's just a really fun combat system that has a lot of depth that you want it to. And then that's just, the game is fun enough that you could play this game just for the combat, and it's great. But the story, like, you can play the game just for the story, and it's so good. Hello, music stopping. How are you? New game plus. New journey with all your weapons and experience. New shrine idols and distillery spirits. It's kind of cool. Buildable in any order. Kind of cool. shrine for the toughest challenge. Yeah, so like you could even make the game harder and like basically do heat runs from Hades. There we go, now we got a new game plus. Score attack. Start a new game with all structures, spirits, and idols unlocked, plus repeatable areas and a scoring system. That's kind of cool, so you can replay each mission and try to get high scores. Actually didn't know about the score attack. But that's Bastion. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good night.